Coaching for All, a podcast by Regal Coaching Consortium where we revolutionize coaching and enable you to unravel your greatest potential. We are a community of coaches committed to making impactful coaching accessible to all. Regal Coaching Consortium provides an exceptional coaching experience with the finest professionals and a definite return on investment that goes beyond tangible. Want to get better at leading, working, parenting, or living a fulfilling life? We have a Regal coach for every goal and aspiration. Through this podcast, we connect with ICF credential coaches on our global platform and get expert tips, inspiring stories, and valuable insights to take your growth to the next level. I am Mehek, and today we are diving into the transformative power of life coaching. Life coaching is more than just a trend, it's a powerful system for personal development. Life coaching helps individuals set and achieve meaningful goals, navigate challenges, and live a life that aligns with their values. A life coach is a partner in your journey who provides valuable insights, asks thought provoking questions, and help you overcome obstacles and achieve success. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our guest for the day, Rekha. Rekha is a life coach holding a master certified coach credential from ICF. She has 35 odd years of rich holistic experience as a business head, HR head, and academician. She has spent 20 plus years in senior leadership roles, including being a partner in a startup software firm. During this time, she coached, mentored, and developed 100 plus leaders towards business, professional, and personal goals. Her passion is enabling leaders to accomplish their professional and life goals through coaching. Rekha, please grace us with your insightful words.
Thank you, Mehek. That was such a lovely, lucid introduction to what coaching is, what life coaching is, and how the coaches of Regal Unlimited are providing differentiated values. Um, so let me share, just to take off where you left, let me share a little bit about myself. I've had a long life, so I'm going to keep it very brief because this whole thing is not about me. Um, like you have introduced me, I have been a business head, I have been an HR head, I've been an academician, and that I have done for many, many years. And I think that the diversity of those roles which I have played have contributed a lot to what I have gathered throughout my life in terms of knowledge, skills, and wisdom. I did all of that journey without much. I mean, when I jumped from technology to HR, right? I didn't have any formal education in HR. When I jumped from HR to teaching, I was not a PhD. I still am not a PhD, but I still took that on. So I have taken some major risks in life, and I think that has also given me a lot of learning and wisdom. While I was on this professional path, I have also, participated in several other outside extracurricular, you may call. So I was part of Landmark Education, a leader in that body for many years. I'm a student of inner engineering offered by Isha Foundation. And I've also been a student of transactional analysis for many years. And if you see, these are such diverse things, these are such diverse dimensions, right? So I think I have collected a whole lot of learning and wisdom through that also. So what has happened because of this diversity in my life is the common factor in all of this is my understanding, growing understanding about people challenges, and what matters to people. And all of it finally boils down to it's all about people. So that's what it is. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Rekha. So I would like to know how you decided to become a life coach and your journey. How has it been so far?
Right. Um, so one of the after my stint in technology and in HR and in being an academician, I kind of gravitated towards coaching because I somehow felt that this is one path through which I can channelize everything that I have gathered through my life. All my knowledge, my skills, my development, my wisdom, my learnings. I can channelize it through one path, which is coaching. So that's how I came into coaching. Now, when I started coaching, because of my professional background, I I started coaching as an executive coach. So I coach leaders in organizations, I coach entrepreneurs in organizations. I still do that. And so initially I used to call myself an executive and leadership coach. Over a period of time, what I realized is that no matter what goals the person comes with, or no matter what the organizations expect their people to develop into through coaching, it's finally all about their lives. And so it was more authentic. I felt it was more authentic for me to call myself a life coach rather than calling myself an executive coach or a leadership coach. Though I still coach people in organizations, I still coach leaders, I still coach executives. But since it is about their lives, I have decided to give it a more meaningful and more honest and authentic label called a life coach.
Okay. So, I mean, I also agree with you that everything, like the gist of everything, lies within our life. So, thank you for telling us about your journey. And before I ask you another question, I would like to congratulate you on your EMCC accreditation. We got to know about it. So, congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so that was a kind of a natural step for me now that I'm into everything that is coaching. So I'm a coach trainer, I'm a mentor, I'm a coach, I'm a team coach. I felt that not only should I contribute to people through coaching, but I also should contribute to the coaching profession as well as the lives of coaches. Because while the coaches are, catalysts in the transformation of lives of others, who's taking care of coaches, who's looking at their development, their growth, right? And so, therefore, I think that was a natural next step for me to be a coach supervisor. And that's how I went into that. And thank you. Thank you for your wishes.
So, our listeners would like to know how life coaching solves personal problems.
Okay. So, Mehak, it's like this. No matter what you're doing in life, whether you're a working professional or whether you're a homemaker or you're an entrepreneur or you're a parent or you're a caretaker, caregiver, it's all about your life, your challenges, your beliefs, your limitations, your assumptions, right? Coaching is an inward journey. Coaching is not about acquiring knowledge from the external world. So it's not about knowing more about what's going on outside in the outside world. There are other platforms for us to do that, right? We can go through training, we can go through education, we can go to experts for their advice, we can go to mentors for their guidance, and so on. But that is all for knowing about what is outside me. Coaching is an inward journey. So when it is an inward journey, it doesn't matter what your goals and aspirations are. Essentially, you are looking at your personal challenges, whether they are challenges with respect to your relationships, or whether they are challenges with respect to your goals, or whether they are challenges with respect to your aspirations, or not only challenges, whether there are some things that you are aspiring to do and you don't know how to do it because you believe that it is about knowledge which is stopping you, but it's not that, it's something else. So I don't look at coaching as a problem solving tool. Lot many times people look at it as that, and approach a coach only when they have some problem. Well, that you do if you have a problem, you go to a doctor. You don't go to a doctor just like that saying, I have no problems, I have come to you, doctor, right? But you can go to a coach like that saying, everything seems to be working fine in my life where I am right now. Now, how can I take it to the next level? Now, the next level can be in any dimension of your life. So we look at, so where do you want to reach? And if that is where you want to reach, what might be some things that you need to look at which will take you there? So we go on an inward journey. We look at what are your beliefs about yourself, about people around you, about the world around you. What is limiting you? You know, uh, what are your assumptions? What are your values? And therefore, what is it that is basically going to be holding you back when you're looking at the future? it can be used therefore to address current challenges as well as future opportunities. And that's why I call coaching as a development tool. It's for developing you as a person. Yeah. And so no matter where we start, let's say you start with some goal of yours saying, I want to be starting my own organization in some point in time. I want to be independent and I want to be on my own. And so then we look at, so how can you do that? And so why do you want to do that? And what will be available to you by doing that? And what's missing for you right now that you want to do that? So there's a lot of discovery that happens over there, including realization about, is my goal really something that I want for myself, or is it something that I want because of peer pressure? There's so much of peer pressure these days, because of social media and because you're constantly exposed to quote unquote success stories of people.
So
You start
true.
wondering, yeah, you start wondering, have I even done anything in life, or why am I not doing what those people are doing? So many times these conversations help you to even figure out that yes, this is really I want for myself because it's for me and it's coming from within me, or it's not really something that I want, but I have just been under so much of pressure because everyone else seems to be going. And then when they see that, right, it's a big relief. It's a big load off their minds. And then now they can focus on something that they truly, truly want. So conversations help, coaching conversations help for you to even figure out what is it that you want actually.
That is so true, and I completely agree with you. So, as you know, our topic is the transformative power of coaching. Can you share an experience where you felt the transformative power of life coaching?
Mm. Okay, so I have had the good fortune of coaching a variety of kinds of people. Okay. I have coached youngsters. I have coached students in engineering colleges. I have coached students who are doing their MBA. I have coached young leaders. I have coached fresh employees, and I have coached at a very senior level where somebody is just has a few years left for retirement and is holding a very senior position in organization. I have coached entrepreneurs. I have coached first line managers. I have coached managers at a very senior level. So I have had a good fortune of coaching a variety. If I have to look at that kind of variety, and then just to give you a sense of it, let me pick up a few cases which indicate or represent that diversity. So this was a young woman I was coaching in an organization, a high performer on a fast track growth track, but an individual contributor not having any people responsibility. So in that sense, you wouldn't call them this person a typical manager or a leader. And we worked on so many different aspects of this person's life, Meg. I mean, it was not only restricted to what the person was doing at work, what was the expectation from the organization from her, but also in terms of what life goals this person wanted. What did this person really want to do in life? What dreams this person had in life? And then we looked at merging the two, and that was a beautiful amalgamation because what came out of our conversations and through this coaching journey and looking inward was whatever is the challenge for this person is facing at work to go to the next level, same challenges are holding the person back from achieving life goals. If I were to differentiate life goals as separate from professional goals, but I don't like to do that because personal, professional, it's all part of your life.
True.
So that was beautiful because based on what she discovered in her conversations with me and then the actions that she designed and took, she actually moved fast in her organization and then even beyond, and she jumped and she joined another place which gave her enormous scope for growth and development. So that was a something she had not looked for. And that is another thing that happens in coaching. You come with some idea about what you want from coaching, and then you go away with way beyond what you came for. You were talking about ROI, right?
Yeah.
Earlier. So it's truly that. I mean, if you come for coaching and you get what you want, then it's like, okay, I spent so much and I got this much. So it's like getting something, it's an expense. But when it becomes an RO, an investment and a return on investment is when you come in with some expectation and you go away with much more than that.
It
Right?
becomes
That's
an
pretty much
investment. Yeah.
that's when it becomes an investment, right? And that's what happens. So this was about this person. There's another example of an entrepreneur, so very different kind, and it was a year-long engagement, a pretty senior one, because this person wanted to expand the business 10 times what it was. And then initially, this person thought that it is all about, that I'll give inputs about strategies and and it'll be a business coaching about how to grow your business. But it was not that. It was it because that's not what coaching is about, right?
True.
If you want that, you'll go and hire the services of a consultant who do an excellent job of consulting on business. But what was beautiful over here again, like the first case, was how whatever was happening at the workplace and whatever was the experience with the business expansion, same was showing up in the different relationships at home, whether it's with the spouse or whether it's with the children or whether it's with the in-laws. What was happening over there was also getting reflected at the workplace. So though the client did not come for relationships at home transformation,
Yeah.
that also happened. Because what happens is you're working on yourself, right? And you're not going to show up in one way over here and in completely another way in another environment. So the outcome of this was that there was growth in business, but there was also consolidation of business. So that was a beautiful outcome. Now, on the face of it, somebody might say, oh, this person is running two businesses, and because of your coaching, they shut down a business. But that's not how it was.
True.
Right? I mean, this we call it a consolidation. It was important for the person to understand that there was something that they had to let go of for them to prosper in another direction. And that was a huge learning. And letting go, as you know, is not easy,
Not at all. Yeah.
right? Especially letting go of something which is yours and you have given birth to it and you have grown it and now you have to let it go. So it was a very difficult, very challenging, but very fulfilling assignment. And the third example I can think of is of a very senior leader in an organization. And again, the same thing. So isn't that beautiful? There's a pattern here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
have
a
not,
very good amalgamation life. And
yeah.
the only thing
I
that shows that balance, you know.
I had not looked at it like that. I had just taken these examples at random, but there is a pattern here because this person was working on, um, the organization wanted this person to become aggressive.
Okay.
And this person was exactly the opposite of aggression. And we worked through the rationale for aggression. Why is it that the organization wants you to be aggressive? What is the outcome that they are expecting, which they're not seeing right now? At the end of it, it turned out that this person didn't have to do anything, no change, just simply working with strengths and giving the organization what they wanted without moving into aggression. And that was so important because imagine if you are aggressive at work, how do you think you will be in your family? How do you think you will be in your social environment? And then what will be the impact of that? Is that what is wanted over there? Do those people want you to be aggressive? And then if you're going to show up differently, then you're going to be splitting yourself, and that's not healthy. So that was a beautiful thing because they realized, and this was also a year-long thing, and it took time. It took time before we realized that you have the strengths that you have can be put to use to give the same outcome that the organization will get if you were to be aggressive.
That's really great. Like listening
Yeah,
it also, and just seeing one.
yeah, yeah. It was a wow experience for me also because it was hard work to get the person to realize that, because you see what happens is once the organization wants something from you, you kind of get stuck to it and you say, yeah, this is how I should be. Come on now, let me do the work. And then to do a 180-degree shift from there and say, oh, actually, I don't need to do anything. It's like,
Like one of those times when you realize you don't need to change. It's just you need to develop.
yeah, absolutely. And so I truly believe coaching is about developing. It's not about changing. It's not about it. So when you talk about changing somebody, it means that the way they are right now is not uh,
Right.
good enough, or it's not right.
True.
So my approach to coaching and who I am as a coach, if I had to share my philosophy, is who I am as a coach is I'm just your partner on a discovery journey. I'm listening to you with empathy. I'm creating basically a container or a space which is safe, which is non-judgmental, and where you can feel safe enough to go inward, because inward journey is not easy.
Not easy.
Imagine you're going into a tunnel, right, and you don't know what is on the other side, and you don't know what you're going to encounter on the way. But if you knew that there is somebody holding your who has your back,
Yeah.
and who's there at the front in the tunnel of the tunnel, you feel safe to walk. So that's the kind of space I believe we create for our clients in coaching. And I think that, having such a space itself is priceless, because how many times do you feel to have it's with how many people can you have a extremely truthful, honest, expose yourself fully and not be judged for that, not be given advice, not be given guidance, not be criticized? Very difficult, very rare. Yeah.
So true. Like the key takeaways from this podcast, I hope like our listeners could also relate to it, because I could relate through and through. So, so thank you so much, Rekha, for being with us today. And that's a wrap up for today's episode. Join us next time as we deep dive into diverse topics related to coaching. Remember to subscribe until next time, remember your journey to a better life starts with a single step. Thank you so much.
Thank you.